In the midst of all the solemnness caused by the tsunami, the victims need to free their minds and have some fun. With the support of AMURT, these beautiful young Achenese girls have been able to start a traditional folk dance group. Today, they are doing a special performance to show their gratitude and appreciation for AMURT's great contribution in Aceh. The performance takes place in a kindergarten that AMURT has built close to some barracks. In the western part of Aceh, hardest hit by the tsunami, many local farmers have lost their livelihood. Their rice fields were destroyed and their cattle drowned in the tsunami. Funded by the Spanish Red Cross, AMURT have started a training program in organic farming here to help the farmers recover their livelihood and at the same time teach them modern farming techniques.
The difference is that we're not using chemicals. This project is an organic farming project. So we have had a very big challenge to introduce the concept because organic farming is not known in Aceh. We're the first to do it. But the encouraging result is that many other NGOs now want to buy our organic fertilizer because the project is showing some good results and other organizations are becoming interested in the fertilizer that we make here in the farm.
A total of 20 farming cooperatives have been formed, each comprising some 12 farmers. A total of 240 farmers benefit from this training program. After the training, the farmers will return to their own land to apply this new knowledge on their respective farms. It's midday, and the baking sun is draining the farmers. Some snacks and a little chit-chat in the shade of some palm trees offers a well-deserved respite. Mr. Yunus is a fisherman and farmer from Aceh's west coast, Melabo. He was at the beach when the tsunami occurred. When asked about his memory of that tragic day, he described how he first was astonished by the huge earthquake. And when he saw the gigantic waves start rolling towards him, he saw his whole life flash before his eyes. It wasn't the size of the wave that was the biggest problem, but the endless amount of water that kept rushing in. The wave flushed me 3 kilometers inland and then pulled me back another 3 kilometers before I finally managed to grab hold of a tree. I couldn't tell where I was because everything was broken and destroyed, including trees, houses, and fields. I lost my wife, son, house, and all my possessions. Mr. Yunus is among the 240 farmers attending the organic training program. He is grateful to AMURT for helping him get a job and some income. Organic farming isn't completely new to him, and he strongly believes that this form of farming has great potential. In fact, these farming techniques may start a new trend for farmers in Aceh, he says. But it isn't only the lettuce and the watermelons from Yunus's garden that are tasteful. The cakes and cookies made by the women in the barracks in Banda Aceh are also highly appreciated. Today, Dada and the AMURT engineers are on their way to check on the progress of the construction of a brand new center for disabled children in the Janto area, about an hour from the town of Banda Aceh. Dada has brought along boxes of delicious cakes. The kids look on in amazement as box after box of delicious cookies and cakes are pulled out. A treat like this has hardly been experienced before. In a couple of months, these same kids will enjoy a brand new center with the most modern facilities in all of Indonesia. When AMURT was approached to help repair the damage to the Center for the Disabled in Janto, which had been badly affected by the earthquake, there were no second thoughts in Dada's mind. He has in the past worked with disabled children in Europe and has a special soft spot to want to help these kids. But when AMURT's engineers came to inspect the conditions of the buildings, they were found to be beyond repair, so they decided to tear everything down. This became the start of one of AMURT's key projects in Aceh.
This once will be a model center for handicapped in Sumatra, maybe even a model center for Indonesia, where these standards for children for special needs, disabled, or with disabilities, as you say today, are taken care of.
Every relief operation starts small, and after arriving in Aceh, AMURT started out searching for the most vulnerable community, those who lost all their family, the homeless, the orphans, the handicapped, and so on. On the way, AMURT came across the village of Nuhun, about 80 kilometers out of Banda Aceh. In Nuhun, AMURT was received by the mayor, who took them on a tour of the area to witness the massive devastation. First, it was distribution of food, tents, blankets, kitchen equipment, medical help, and consultation of traumatized victims that had highest priority. Subsequently, reconstruction and construction of houses and industry became necessary. In this way, AMURT has been able to meet the needs of the local villagers. When I heard the wave coming, I took my wife and 10 kids and ran up the mountain, where we had no food or shelter. But by God's grace, AMURT came and helped build a new house for us, as the old one was completely destroyed. AMURT has also helped to reconstruct the brick factory where I was working, so I could quickly get my job back and support my family. Our village was badly hit by the tsunami, and most of the houses were destroyed and washed away. A number of 42 brick factories were also damaged. AMURT helped us reconstruct 30 houses and repaired another 20. They have also helped us with the water supply, electricity, and road repair. We are ever grateful for all the support AMURT has given to us. Not only financially and technically, but their love and kindness have helped us to look to the future with renewed hope. When a team of German doctors arrived in Banda Aceh in January 2005 and saw the poor living conditions of the kids at the children's home